Everybody, welcome back to Forbidden West. This is a big one, so it seems like we're going to be fabricating something that's going to let us swim a little bit better. We've seen that be a stopping point in previous areas that we've explored. So we need to gather some machine parts and recover this compressed air capsule that we should be able to reach.
Once again,
why don't we start with that?
Found he had lost the war.
And let's see how deep this is. That doesn't seem to be that bad. Looks like it gives us a little, no pun intended, but breathing room for the animation when we're doing something under there. Whew. These guys are probably much better equipped to do it than us, but...
Now, to get all the machine parts.
Oh, you are a weapons guy, too. Interesting.
Probably get a guest list of 50. So we need.
I feel like the real weapons are at the arena now.
3 dozen kegs. Brown ale, maybe. No.
Might be worth to try and take on some of those challenges again.
Are you planning a party?
Budgeting for Moreland's funeral. Thanks to you. I was this close. We were gonna move on. Leave all this nonsense behind, and you come along and you spark your wet noodle idea.
You're a wet noodle.
I've heard that before. I'm always willing to engage in some commerce.
Okay. Adhesive Warrior, Bolt Blasters, or Thunderbolt Shredder Gauntlets. We used that earlier, and I don't love it. I don't love the Bolt Blasters. Let's just sell some of this stuff, and we're gonna really just buy the stuff that we're gonna use.
I'll leave you alone.
Do us a favor. Leave us all
Oh,
alone.
Okay. Add him to the list of people we need to prove wrong. The list is huge, by the way. Oh, one thing we can probably do.
What can I do for you, partner?
Not this. I need
Well
the
then.
bench behind you, my friend. Okay. To knock the Vindicator, let's go. Stealth Tear. Oh, interesting. Okay. Can we see this listed somewhere? It's a weave, so I guess we can go in there and check it. So now I'm gonna need Stormbird Storm Cannons and Sunwing Primary Nerves. Fair enough. Okay, so Stealth Tear +2. Increase the level of Stealth Tear passive boost. Do we see that listed in here anywhere? Right here. Increases the level of the Stealth Tear passive boost, which allows you to deal more tear damage in stealth. Yeah, I don't know. We'll try and utilize that if we can.
According to Moreland, the herd should be south of here.
Also, something going on here.
Drone. Must be part of Cyclops.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can get its
right.
data. I can reconnect it with the dome back at the base.
We had seen one of these around a tall neck before. Weekly specials. Huey Hoi. Experience authentic Hawaiian food and real space dining. Loco Moco, the 9th Island combo, the Shoyu Ahi Poki, limited time only Poi Malasada. Okay, so we got a restaurant. I presume we need to jump onto these, right? That's what was prohibiting us from getting to the tall neck.
I have to jump onto that drone to get it down.
Yeah, okay. Oh, look over there, too. All right, let's go to the top of this thing, then. All right. We're just very unlucky. Okay, how am I gonna get on top of that? Oh, right here. Get it!
You're mine!
Oh, sick!
Got it. Going down.
Do I need to do anything here?
I should grab the drone's data now that it's down.
Awesome. So now we can turn this into Gaia. Oh, the space behind Gaia. Very interested to see what that shows us.
Well, this is where Moreland said the herd would be. They must have moved on. I need to pick up their trail. Better
On
look
it.
for tracks.
Oh, there was that other green fragment up there we could grab too. Now that I see this one right in the opening.
I bet this green channel will fetch a price.
We see any tracks? Little scorpion for dinner. Yum. Okay, well, this is not helpful. A Huey again. Mom, I saw that piece on you on this morning's feed. Dad and I are so proud of you. Janelle says, Mom's already forwarded it to all the aunties. Nanoa says, oh boy. You look skinny in your hollow. Are you eating enough? Yes, Mother. What? How did I miss this? Share. Here it is. Talk story with Lynn Matsuda. Today we sat down with Nanoe Campbell, chef and owner of a Hui, serving up Hawaii's favorite just off the strip. While Nanoe has a long history with the City of Lights, his story began back in the islands. I was just a kid when my family left Hawaii. We were living in Kamuki, and I remember the rain would get so bad we had a wall of sandbags surrounding the house, but we were determined to stay until Omeka hit. Omeka is a Category 6 hurricane made landfall on Oahu in September 2028. With already eroded shorelines and low-lying areas inundated from rising sea levels, the island was decimated by the storm. We're lucky we all survived. After that, we knew we had to leave, so we picked up and moved to Vegas. We had family there, figured we could start over. But climate troubles would plague the Campbells in their new home. Less than a decade later, rising temperatures and extreme droughts intensified in the Southwest, and the Campbells became one of the thousands of families relocated during the hot zone crisis. Yeah, we went from drowning to dying of thirst. My sisters and I laugh about it now, but back then it felt nowhere was safe. 25 years later, what brought Nanoe back to the city once known as Hawaii's 9th island? It was a no-brainer once the domes were something. So,
Maybe try my focus.
these guys that open up these restaurants and stuff. Generous supply cache. Okay, let me go in here. It appears like they were kind of protected by these big domes.
There. Tracks should lead me to the herd.
I'll take it. Okay.
This must be where the herd left from. I better follow the tracks in the other direction.
All right, let's go.
There's the herd.
Oh,
I should
God.
have the parts I need.
I just need to kill the herd. And the cargo refining sack persists when killed. The problem is there's so many that if I just go throwing down here,
Oh, the storm's whipped up a sand spiral. Great.
Oh, look at this. Cool. Okay, the actual things we needed have moved away a little bit.
More machines? I'll deal with them first.
Yeah. That thing's gonna be a problem. We'll see if this guy comes to investigate. I might go here and equip this. I need to get the beak. Come on. Okay, now we're gonna need a rope caster. This one. Do we already have this thing? I think we do.
Okay, got them all.
I think we did get them. Yeah, there's the beak. Excellent. Okay, that actually went
Stash this away for later.
very well. Oh my god. Look at that.
Fire will make things easier.
Oh, there's a bunch of people here though. I don't know that I need to do this. I think that's unrelated. Yeah, this is the rations.
Use that to my advantage.
Oh, I didn't take you. My little leap lasher. We're gonna be throwing down.
There that has override data on that machine.
Let me at least take one of these out. That actually went pretty well. We're gonna switch this back. Come on. One day we're gonna hit it.
Glad I got this.
Okay, just throw the rock, I guess. What the frick? Okay, we're back. All transport machines killed. You're a tough one.
I should check if one of these machines has an intact membrane.
Okay. It's GTFO.
Is it? Let's see if it can help me find those rations Rhoda needs.
If we're gonna do those, we'll probably do them all at one time, and this is not the time. Oh, come on, buddy. Oh, I might have to give up on you, man. You're so hard to ride.
Brenda's rations might be around here. I need to bristle back to find them.
Huh. That's blocked. You guys are gonna be thrilled.
What can I do for you, partner?
I've got everything I need to build the
incredible diving mask.
I think diving mask is enough.
I won't quibble.
I prefer incredible
Just all
diving
yours.
mask. Okay, now we craft. So there's still something else, and this is likely what's gonna get rid of all that like shrubbery that blocks us. That's awesome. Maybe that'll happen at the next set of coordinates.
There's a marvel. If it works, you'll let me try it? I want to get down there and get those embers.
Assuming I don't drown.
So what are you really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain. Something that caused a malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected. Like I said, the dancing lights around us changed, turned to sea life. There was this flash of red, and the roar of water surging in.
Wait, a flash of red?
A red light from a spot near the grate on the floor where the water burst through. It was like a beacon.
Huh. Okay.
Or a warning. Thanks. That might help.
I hope it does. And good luck down there.
Okay. Time to see if this thing works.
Oh, there's not even breath at all now.
I can actually float down here.
What? That's amazing. Can I launch off these? Looks like maybe
Seems to be holding up.
we'll be draining
I've been able
this.
to swim this deep before.
To climb out. Stanley Chen looking back. 20 years ago this week, Stanley Chen broke ground on one of the most ambitious construction projects in American history, even though many Americans didn't want him there. As he struck his spade in the barren soil, the CEO quipped about how resentments against Chinese political influence had turned Vegas into a boiling hotbed of nationalistic sentiment, but how his immense fortune had cooled that down, finally warming Americans to his idea of a new Las Vegas. Who would have believed at the time that he would become one of the most beloved figures of the clawback era? Not the first time we've heard of that, but Stanley Chen has always been one to defy the odds, literally. In 2035, during a meeting with potential investors at the old Tempo Hotel, Chen watched in horror as his water filtration startup drowned before his very eyes, realizing too late that his once trusted lawyer had sold critical patent info to the competition. The resulting chain reaction of busted deals wiped him out, leaving him with only $88,000 to his name. Devastated, Chen decided to leave his future to fate. He went to the casino floor and placed all $88,000 on a roulette wheel, number 8. And it hit. The resulting 37-to-1 payout netted him nearly $3.2 million, enough to rejuvenate his dreams of starting a successful business. He threw himself back into his work, eternally thankful for his lucky new lease on life. 5 years later, it wasn't Chen that needed saving, but Vegas itself. The hot zone crisis had strangled tourism. Years of ever-increasing heat had dried out the county completely. Water in critical demand everywhere was now too expensive to import. Abandonment seemed to be the only option. The City of Lights was about to go dark forever. But Stanley Chen couldn't let that happen. In 5 years of incredible success, he turned $3.2 million into $200 billion, selling water filtration technology. Holy smokes. That's cool. Where it started. Stanley Chen. Oh,
It
nice.
started right here. It started right here, more than 30 years ago. Back when this casino was still called the Temple. One big bet turned my fate around. But now, fate's dealt this cruelest hand ever to everyone. I have to turn the lights out one final time. And the waters of my adopted home will at last run dry. Well, if a dream has to die, at least I can say goodbye first.
Gotta find where it's hiding.
Whoa!
Machine. There's no way I can fight that thing underwater.
Tide Ripper. Yeah, how will we fight that?
This place is massive. And all of it's encased in a dome.
He doesn't seem to notice me yet, which is something I'm very grateful for. I'm getting pushed or something. The current. Okay. Marisur Sweet. Stanley, I just spoke to our broker. Sweetwater prices will likely increase again this week, meaning it will be very tough to close the budget gap on the second strip project. I think it's time to pull the plug. Hard to believe that we offer a closed climate system that's 99.9% efficient, but we can't afford the reservoir we need to start it up. What we did with the fountain and environment, it just isn't repeatable, I guess. Not with today's prices. Sorry, I know you'll be disappointed.
It's too strong here. I won't make it to the door before the machine spots me.
Okay, so I need to get out of the current completely. There we go. It's nice we can see those pings and finally get to them, compared to all the other underwater stuff we ran into.
That must be the red light that Moreland saw when the water rushed in.
Okay, well. Investigate the red light. Is it underneath? I guess I didn't see it. She seems to have caught it, but... Oh, okay.
Alert. Critical flooding detected.
You think?
Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here.
Okay. Let's drain the swamp.
I'll have to swim around them. Stick to cover. There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node.
Yeah, this could be pretty challenging, actually. Somebody's on to me. Let me squeak.
There must be a whole network of these tunnels down here. Water lines for an entire city. I can't reach the ledge from here. Maybe there's something I can climb to get out.
What's climbable here? Ah, here we go. How many of these were there?
One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
the second, so 2. Well, if those things didn't notice us before, it's gonna be hard to ignore that. Yeah, I guess we're just going out the way we came in.
According to the map, the second node should be on the other side of the door.
Really convenient. Let's go around this side. PC Collins, this is the land of the free. How can we be free if we can't even drive our own cars? As your lawyer, I must remind you that removing the car's self-drive automation could lead to... Yeah, the whole point of the case is to return my fine vintage automobile to its original condition. And that means no robots. Yes, and in our papers... This is a piece of history, American history, from when we made things. Do they all want our history to vanish? I'm not sure that the court... Oh, I know the court will say it's just a car. Safety must come first, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it's likely that... But that's not what this is about. It's about returning this car to its unchained, unbridled American... Yeah, okay. America.
Another access point. Should get me to the second node.
Yeah, when this is drained, this is going to be an absolute disaster zone.